Okay, welcome to the Backpacker TV live show where we teach you how to trust the trail. My name's Scott.
Hey guys, I'm Ariane.
And we have a great show for you guys today. We're going to be taste testing coffee. What is the best coffee to pack while you're going backpacking?
Absolutely.
What is the best, really cost-effective coffee? Where to get the best value for your money? And is it Leave No Trace compatible?
Absolutely. That's a big one.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that today on our show. We've got some updates on some of our trips that we're going to be taking on this month and next month. So we want to talk to you about that. And we have a great show. So let's get those parties started and let's taste some coffee.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, thanks everybody for coming in today. We're going to taste test some coffee, and we've got a lot of coffee to taste test.
Specifically, 8 different types of coffee.
So where do we start first? And
well, let's start with
the criteria.
Okay, well, coffee is coffee. I mean, it's part of a lot of people's routine. Some people are coffee drinkers, some people are tea drinkers. I, however, am addicted to coffee, so it is a must for me every single morning. We
don't even know our names in the morning. And it makes no difference if we're backpacking or getting out of bed.
Right.
We run right to either the stove and our water.
Yeah.
Or when we're at home, we run to the coffee maker. So it makes no difference. So we're big coffee drinkers.
Absolutely. And so coffee is part of our everyday routine. And so when we go backpacking, it obviously becomes a part of our routine there.
Right.
We have gone through a lot of coffee over the years with backpacking, and we thought that it would be a really, really good idea to taste test what's out there and see what other options come onto the market all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's so many things out there, but our criteria for taste testing it on today's show really boils down to, is it Leave No Trace compatible?
That's right.
So we actually there's a lot of cool gadgets out there. There's a lot of things that, you're tempted to buy because they're fun, gadgety stuff, and they seem really cool, and they're most like what you use at home. So we looked at different options, and you can see here up on the screen.
That's the GSI coffee maker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They sell this at REI. There are a lot of different options out there that are very similar to this. It's most like what you would call cowboy coffee, or most like what you would do as a pour-over method in your own home.
And that's cool.
So cool.
But the problem is you have all of your coffee grounds
absolutely
that are wet.
Absolutely.
And so these are really cool. But what do you do with the coffee grounds? Now, most of the time I see people throw them right in the fire pit, which is kind of a big no-no, because then you're attracting wildlife, you're attracting all kinds of stuff into, and then eventually the coffee is going to dry out and it's going to blow all over the place. So birds start eating it. So we recommend.
There's so many things I could say about this.
If you're going to go camping, like car camping, this is probably the best way to get real coffee.
Absolutely.
But when you're backpacking, we don't really recommend the
We
GSI
don't recommend
stuff.
it because it doesn't it doesn't lend to really packing in what you pack out. Now, you can pack the grounds out.
Right.
However, you're never fully going to get those grounds out without wasting a lot of water, which we all know water is very important for hydration and cooking in the backcountry. And then also think about it. You're packing out wet grounds, and are you really going to stand there and let it bake in the sun before you pack it out?
No.
So this option did not meet our criteria.
No.
So we decided the criteria needs to be lightweight.
Yep.
Packable out.
Yeah, right. You got to pack your garbage out.
Pack it out.
Right.
And
price point.
And price point. And so instant coffee seemed to be.
What's the best bang for your buck?
Right.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay. All right. So we have, we have 8 different types of coffee, and we're going to try this well, let's go with what I always have had in the past. So Via.
Right.
Via Instant. Now, James Workman, it sounds like you do this as well. They have it in bold, medium, light. Pike Place is our favorite.
Yep.
So
you pour the hot water. We'll do a little taste test.
Yeah.
And we already know what this tastes like, but we're for the show we're gonna do it.
So Via has been my favorite because
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh! Don't burn yourself, guys.
Yeah, burning yourself is a big no-no in the backcountry.
Yeah.
Now, I usually bring cream when I go backpacking. I like a little cream in my coffee. Ariane drinks it black. So I usually just bring like a little powdered cream, throw it in there and just kind of mix it up. I used to bring the actual creamers in the package. I used to steal them all over from restaurants, but they'd break. They'd break in the baggie.
Absolutely.
And then it'd just be, my baggie would be full of cream. So
we are taste testing in these styrofoam cups today to be consistent in our water to coffee ratio.
Right.
So this is the Via, again, and this is the instant pack. Here we go. You can taste test. Now this cost about $8 for 8 packs. So really, you're talking about $1 a pack.
$1 cup of coffee,
which is very expensive.
Very expensive,
right?
Right.
And it barely weighs anything. Actually, this
but it's a good cup of coffee. Let me tell you, laddie, that's a good cup of coffee.
It's comparable to most of the other.
Gotta talk like St. Patrick's Day today.
Now, what do you like about the Via?
Okay, so this is what I like about the Via.
Okay.
It gets straight to the reason why I'm drinking coffee. It's
absolutely
the caffeine ratio to water is good.
Right.
I mean, we drank 3 cups of coffee one time when her and I were backpacking, and we were geeked out on coffee, right? I mean, we didn't know our left from right, which way to go on the trail, and we're both looking at each other. No, it's left, and we were standing like opposite side of each other.
Yeah.
So our left was different.
Absolutely.
Actually, we cracked up, but that's because we drank 3 cups of Via. So that's $3.
Yeah.
That you're drinking in the morning if you're a big coffee drinker. So we usually drink 2 cups of coffee normally. So right there, that's $2 that we're spending on backpacking just for coffee.
Absolutely.
Right?
And so we usually, because we usually do 2 packs.
But we love the taste. It's
a
good cup of coffee.
Yes, it is the most expensive option we are looking at today, but it is the most bang for your espresso needs.
Yeah. If you want caffeine, this is the coffee to get.
Absolutely.
I mean, in our opinion, anyway.
Absolutely.
It's a good taste and it's good. Okay.
Absolutely. So
what's next?
Next up is the next runner-up for instant coffee.
Yep.
So Cafe Bustelo, if anybody knows this brand, this is a wonderful, wonderful brand. Here, I'm going to pour the hot water.
It's Colombian coffee. It's usually a cheaper coffee in the coffee section anyway, but it's real coffee. It's real coffee, and it tastes really, really good. And it's they make it a high concentration of caffeine because it's espresso, and so you're going to get a little bit more value in your caffeine. It matches the Via very well as far as coffee, and it's a good tasting. Let me taste this.
Right. So Cafe Bustelo, I was introduced to this about 2 years ago, and when I can't afford the Via, this is my next runner-up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Cafe Bustelo is a smoother coffee.
That is very smooth, laddie.
And
it's very smooth.
It's so palatable. It drinks so well. So if you like smooth and strong versus the Via, which is like really bold and intense, then Cafe Bustelo is probably your option to go with. Now, this pack is a pack of 6, and it only costs $1.19. Did I say that?
$1.19.
$1.19. Oh my God! So what does that boil down to? Like 20 cents a pack versus $1 a pack.
Yeah, that's a big difference, right?
Huge difference.
Yep.
So this right here for a cheap version of really strong,
it's much
good
smoother
tasting coffee.
Yeah.
Cafe Bustelo. So
and look,
hopefully,
hey
George.
We have to do the
George
taste. We have to do the
joined
taste test correctly. It's got a good bouquet on it. I love it. It's very clear.
Oh my gosh. It is
good.
sensational cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's good.
I highly recommend it. All these things you can buy at your local grocery store.
And that was one of our criterias too when we bought it.
Absolutely.
If we didn't order it, we didn't go to special places. It was all in our local grocery store, which, you know.
Tanya said you do a terrible accent.
What, laddie? What?
She's half Irish, so
Hey.
she would know.
I'm doing the best I can.
Charles' wife is Irish, so maybe you could chime in, Charles, and tell you what his rate.
Yeah, I'm drinking this cup of coffee right here. I like it.
I know. It's definitely one of my favorites.
I'm putting that in a keeper pile.
Okay, so then
What's next?
we're going to go, in my personal opinion, we are going to go down the food chain a little bit.
Okay.
So we have, let me grab my box, Nescafe. So this is the same thing as, oh crap, what do they call those? These come in multiple forms. So Nescafe, they come in a lot of different options right here. This, again, also same as Cafe Bustelo, only $1.19 a pack. You get 7 packs, so just one more. So it's like if you sense more than
Still about 20 cents, give or take, about for
a little, 22 maybe we'll call it. This option right here, let me get this rolling. This is true instant coffee, and we are talking instant.
It's powdered coffee.
Well, I mean, all of these are in a sense.
I know, but it's powdered coffee.
Tell me what you think. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant like 17 cents.
Okay.
Because you get one more packet, so I don't know why I mathematically adjusted that. So Nescafe, what's your opinion?
Crap. I mean, it's a bit of a crappy coffee.
Now, if you like crappy coffee,
yeah, no, I should say it's not crap. I mean, if
in all fairness,
it's not, but it doesn't hold the high value that Cafe Bustelo does, and Via. It just doesn't hold that value. It tastes to me like you're drinking powdered coffee. So. Being coffee snobs that we are, taste is somewhat important to us, right?
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna pass on that. And by the way, all these coffees and ratings and our opinions on them, to get a little bit more specs on them, is on our website right now, thebackpacker.tv. Just go to the latest blog post and it's right there. And you can kind of look at all these. And I have links on where you can buy these on Amazon, Target. Some of these coffees are even like under $1. So check out that stuff.
Right. So while you're holding this, the next runner-up to Nescafe is Folgers. Again, single pack, 7. It's exactly the same cost as Nescafe. So you tell me what you think about that. And then we're going to taste test both of these together.
Yeah, okay.
So these two right here are very equivalent in price and I should say potency of coffee that you're going to receive.
I need some sorbet to cleanse my palate.
They said that it sounded a little Scottish.
Yeah, it is. I have to admit that because I've been doing Scotty on Star Trek for such a long time that I really don't, you know.
You're
Captain, I got no power no more. So yeah, it does. All
right,
mix
so let's grab that cup of coffee.
Which one?
The Nescafe.
Okay.
Let me figure out which one.
I like the Folgers better.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's a little watery, but it has a more palatable taste in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
it's a little bit better tasting coffee.
Well, it's a little cleaner of a taste, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm not a coffee connoisseur.
But it still has an instant bitter coffee taste. You know, where the Cafe Bustelo,
it's a little easier to drink than the Nescafe, but you feel as though you might be getting a little bit more caffeine off of this.
Right.
The Folgers taste a little bit more watered down.
Right.
So, I'd be interested to see if anybody likes that stuff out there. But again, same bang for your buck as Cafe Bustelo, where you're getting a lot more of a potency of caffeine, as well as just a better overall tasting, smooth
Coffee
cup
experience.
of coffee that you really enjoy. And let's face it, you're out there in the wilderness, and what is better than a hot piping cup of coffee?
Yeah, I mean, if you're out there,
it.
I mean, here you are, you're looking out, and it's beautiful, and it's beautiful sunrise. You've made your coffee, and you're drinking, and you're like, God, that coffee sucks. Who wants that experience? Oh, no.
Right.
Okay,
So
now we're
next
getting into the nitty gritty.
Scott's favorite.
Well, it used to be my favorite. But
So, Folgers. It is single packs, and so it is pretty much a tea bag of coffee.
it's real coffee.
Exactly. It's a combination of. Well, it is real coffee. It's 100% real coffee. But there's two variations of coffees in it. But these are tea bag like coffee packs, and this is what when I first met Scott, you drank
I've
extensively.
drank these things when these things were like $2. You know,
Now,
you'd buy
we've let this-
you'd buy like 6 of them, and this was long before the Keurig and all that stuff came out. You know, because I've been backpacking for 20 years, but this stuff, when I first started, this stuff was out, and I used to buy them all the time, and they were really, really cheap. But it's real coffee. I mean, it's coffee grounded coffee.
Right.
And so, to me, if I wanted like an extra like caffeine little punch, I would just put 2
Double
tea
it
bags
up.
in there instead of 1, and get that, and get that. It's so cheap. It runs.
So this whole box of 38 packs.
38 packs was $11.
$11.
And
So
you can get them
that's-
cheaper than that if you shop around a little bit.
That's about 30 cents a pack
Yep.
of coffee. And if you double it up, then you're going to about 60 cents a pack.
Yeah, but you can get them cheaper than $11. You can get them for $8 at Walmart, a pack of 38.
Now, this is a little heavier than all the other options we've looked at so far. Not by much, but if you double up, then you are definitely doubling up. But when you taste it, you feel as though it's most compatible to
A real cup of coffee.
A real cup of coffee.
Yeah, it tastes like a real cup of coffee.
So this coffee, by far, while it may be slightly more expensive, not by much, it is most compatible to what you would have in your everyday life.
Yeah.
Downside is that you're packing out
The tea
not
bags.
just like a small little sleeve, but you're packing out a tea bag
That's
which
wet.
is wet. So
So it does
downside.
add a little weight. It is a little weight. I used to put them in a Ziploc baggie. Every once in a while, they break in your coffee. That's the downside to them also, is that, like for me, I would try to squeeze out the coffee, the coffee in the bag, and every once in a while, like I'd squeeze it, and then every once in a while they would break.
Absolutely.
So there is some downside to it, but for the price point and getting a real cup of coffee with real grounds, I think I drank it for years, I loved it until Ariane got me onto the Via, and now I'm a coffee spoiled snob out in the backcountry, so I need the Via.
So
But,
next
I
up.
love these guys.
Next up is Trader Joe's coffee in a bag. So it's a pour over coffee brew in a bag.
Yep.
And supposedly this stuff is really incredible. Now this makes approximately 2 cups of coffee. So one bag offers you 2 cups versus.
For $1.49, you can get them at Trader Joe's.
So this is $1.50. So it's about
$1.50.
75 cents for a cup of coffee. So already you've increased your price per cup, in a sense. And it is very, very bulky. Now I wish we had brought the other one in. We bought 2 of these. So you can see I'm just pouring it. This again is going to pack out with wet grounds inside. All right, tell me what you think.
Okay.
We have not tried this. This is the first taste test for us right now.
I'm feeling a bit lightheaded right now.
I know.
I think I've had a bit too much caffeine.
Your Scottish accent.
Scottish.
So this right here, Trader Joe's, and you can buy these online too if you don't have a Trader Joe's.
Wow. Now that's a strong cup of coffee.
You like it?
I do like it.
Okay.
It tastes like it's stronger than the Folger singles.
Yeah, but so these
Yeah.
are kind of what you're looking at.
But I
the
wouldn't bring it because it's
differences.
completely unpackable in my pack.
Right.
I mean, look how
And-
big that thing is now.
And it's extremely heavy in the end. Let me taste it. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, I like it. It's not too bad. We have a difference of opinion, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't. I don't know why, but I definitely don't like it. It has a
Well,
I don't like it. Nope.
I think
down.
I think it's a step up as far as boldness from the Folger singles.
Absolutely.
I think it's a step up from that.
It's not terrible. It's just for everything that
I think it's the flavor. I think that's what we don't like. I think it's the flavor. It's just the Colombian or whatever. It's the Brazil?
Yeah, and it definitely is pretty potent.
It tastes like a Brazilian coffee though.
It's a little too
Want another taste?
I don't know. No, thanks. I'm good. Okay, so next up, what happens when you don't drink your coffee black and you need a little cream or sugar to go in there? So you have the option of bringing in, a sugar pack with you, or a little
which break in my
cup,
bag all the time.
Or powdered cream, which is what we do.
Right.
Put it in a little bag.
Right.
So this right here adds weight to any cup of coffee that you're already talking about. Let's say you add all of that. Or you could do Trader Joe's instant coffee packs all dressed up with sugar and cream.
Yep.
This is exciting. So these come in a pack of 10.
Pour some
Added
sugar on
sugar
me.
and cream. It's about 20 cents. $2 for a pack, so about 20 cents per pack.
Yep.
Again, this is a lot.
It's a lot of coffee, man.
It's a little heavier,
Yeah.
so this is your size difference. And I don't know if I want to taste test this. I hate sugar and cream in my coffee.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay, let's. All right, you tell me what you think.
Hey.
He likes cream.
I do like a little cream in my coffee.
And then we're going to take, I see comments coming in. We're going to take a few of those in the end. Yeah, I guess I should try it for the sake of.
That is horrible coffee.
That is so disgusting.
That is the most disgusting cup of water with cream and sugar. I think there's more
cream.
cream.
Who wants this? We're giving it up.
That's a giveaway. I think there's more cream and sugar in it than coffee.
This is ridiculously sweet, very intensely sweet. Again, I drink my coffee black. I hate cream and sugar.
Oh.
It feels like watered down sugar.
Oh. That goes into the no-no pile.
So I would say that this is a great option for those of you who don't like coffee and want a little sugar and milk in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if
that's a negative.
It's a sweet coffee, right?
That is a negative.
Kids might like it.
Yes. Last option is for those fancy coffee drinkers that like a little cappuccino.
Right.
All right. I do not, but Folgers makes a cappuccino coffee. It is only 4 to a pack, and it's about same $1.20. So it's about 30 cents, but this weighs a significant amount more.
Yep.
Because
it's heavy.
It's much heavier. Let's do a comparison again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's also artificially flavored. So I mean, you're not getting. This is not real coffee, folks.
This looks just fabulous.
Again, it's
like water. Here you go.
Man.
Enjoy.
You didn't even stir this up.
Oh man.
I got a chunk of it in my mouth.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that is terrible.
This probably is the worst tasting thing I've ever had.
Yeah.
But it's not as sweet. Actually, I take that back. I take that back entirely. I would do the Folgers cappuccino before I did the Trader Joe's.
You would?
I would, 100%, because this is not as sweet.
And it's not coffee. I mean,
it's watered down cappuccino.
Yeah, really, that's what it is. It wants to give you the cappuccino taste.
Right.
But it's not real. You're not going to get your caffeine fix if you bring that out in the backcountry, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So those are our 8 coffee options that are L&T practicality as well as the options. So
and never pour coffee grounds in in the fireplace, please. Don't ever do that.
Absolutely not. So
Just
I
pack
would
it
say
up.
for the sake of this show and taste testing these 8 cups of coffee, I would have to give Cafe Bustelo and Via the most potency for, like, if you need coffee, if you just want a very strong cup of coffee, those are your options. A next runner-up for that is going to be your Folgers single packs, the tea bags of coffee.
Yeah.
That is going to be the next bang for your buck. Double those up, and you have the same amount of caffeine that you probably would in the Cafe Bustelo.
Yeah, and it's the best price. I mean, you get 38 of them if you buy the box for $8 if you shop around, and you can buy them on Amazon, Walmart. We bought ours at Kroger. It was a little bit more expensive at Kroger, but for the price point you get for a real cup of coffee with real grounds in it, there's really nothing to pack them out anyway. Unless and the thing is, they're going to last well because you get 38 in a box.
Yeah.
If you're doing a through hike or a long distance hike, you just have that ship box. You can just do a bounce box and pick it up, and then you have coffee right there. So I don't know.
Absolutely. However,
The price point is good on it.
Yes, price points are pretty equivalent for everything with the exception of Via.
Yeah.
Via definitely gets
expensive.
2 thumbs down for its cost per pack. But you can't beat the caffeine fix that you're going to get from that. And if I had to say a next runner up, I would ditch all the other coffees and possibly go Folgers.
Yeah.
Instant coffee.
Folgers instant if you had to.
If I had to.
Yeah. And you'd be fine with it.
So let's take some comments real quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and got something out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So James obviously definitely Starbucks. And yes, 26 servings per box. Yes, you can get all of these coffees cheaper. Like definitely Via you can get much, much cheaper if you go online and purchase it versus the store. But for price sake, we just definitely just chose pricing directly off the shelf from the grocery store. Richard doesn't drink coffee. He's going for tea.
Oh.
So Tanya said Percol Black and Beyond Espresso Style Instant. I don't know that brand.
We'll have to Google
We will
it.
have to Google it. Very strong, not grounds. Buy in large jar and carry in a small bag. So
Thank you for that tip.
yes, much appreciated. So we'll look into that. She loves coffee in the morning, so she's obviously done her homework. $2 for me because it's strong. So I'm not sure, and then double them up. So yeah. You're a double up kind of dude. And I am when it comes to the single packs as well. George said Via has an instant rebate at Costco. What?
Yeah, and I heard you can buy a ton of Starbucks Via on eBay. And you can get it pretty cheap. I'd have to check the expiration date on that. And all these coffees do have an expiration date, so you always got to kind of check on that too. But I heard my friend bought like a whole box of the Via on eBay.
So James actually, there's this coffee called Maxim, which I've not actually heard of. It's a Korean coffee, and it's in single packs. And it has cream and sugar already in it, kind of like Trader Joe's. So I'd be interested if that was any better, but I am a black coffee drinker. So for those of you who want cream and sugar pre-existing in it, go for the Maxim, see how that rates, and then let us know. And then Charles says, I'm a coffee snob off the trail, but on the trail it's more efficiency, which is exactly the truth. Here's my confession. I like the confession. I'll sometimes mix my coffee, Starbucks Via, into whatever I have for breakfast. Oatmeal grinds, carnation breakfast, hot, cold water. So he puts his coffee into his breakfast.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How's that taste?
No, like some Via oatmeal, Charles.
So I'd be interested to see how that tastes.
Right.
I like the confession.
Right.
And I'm glad you could join us. It's really nice to see you here.
Absolutely.
So anyway, that is our show. A taste test of 8 different coffees. Some pure crap. Others purely disgusting.
Really. Yeah.
And then others we give a major 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
for.
absolutely.
So
And
hopefully you took something away from it.
Yeah, and you can check that on our blog post, the Backpacker TV, or the Backpacker.tv. We just posted that this morning, so you can see all the coffees, and we linked where you can buy all the coffees also.
Absolutely.
And a little housekeeping before we close out the show. We just posted our Okefenokee Swamp Trip on our Full Moon Adventure site. That is our guiding site where we take people out in the backcountry. So if you go to fullmoonadventures.com or the Full Moon Adventure Facebook page, you can see that. We posted that as an event. And so we're leaving next week.
We're leaving Monday.
And we still have a couple spots available.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do that, we're going to go and do a 2-night, 3-day excursion in the Okefenokee Swamp and camp on the platforms. It's very cool. So we got that going on too. So we've kind of started our guiding season, and we've got some really cool events coming up. So, and I think we're doing backpacking boot camp in April. So
April and May.
Yeah. So go to the Full Moon Adventure Facebook page, like it, and make sure you get those notifications for those events, and come join us.
Absolutely. And side note, we will be in the swamp next Thursday, so sadly we won't
show next Thursday.
We won't have our typical 12 noon show, but we will go live as soon as we get out of the swamp and have access to do so.
Yeah.
So definitely hit a follow for a live video so that you know when we go live, because it won't be at 12 noon. It may not even be on Thursday.
Yeah, who knows? Because there's no service down there.
No
So
show next Thursday.
Yeah, no show next Thursday.
We'll miss you guys.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's our show. Hope you got some value out of it. Best backpacking coffee, price point, and you got to pack that stuff out. So that's important when you're choosing your coffee, if you're a coffee drinker. And thanks for watching the show. Really appreciate it.
All right. Bye, you guys.
See you guys.
See you on the trail.
Bye.